From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode,
we are getting started with a name familiar to auto racing fans around the world, Andretti. In running your business day-to-day, dealing with disaster with the help of the Small Business Administration. And we conclude with a constructive success story.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
We are getting started with a name familiar to auto racing fans around the world, Andretti, and a series in the sport in which the winners include sustainability and Indiana's tech industry.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Getting started.
We were actually one of the first calls when Formula E was even an idea and, as it was coming to fruition. And, we were super excited about the opportunity to be able to explore new technology and, truly be able to entertain fans in a different way with that purpose. Just being able to diversify our racing portfolio in general was critical to us. With Formula E, we continue to advance season to season. So it's a blast to be able to push that technology to the edge as we've been season after season, and knock on wood, some championship contention here, and fully committed to season 10, already planning and prepping, of course, for next season. So we're very excited.
So I am Jake Dennis. I am 28 years old, and I am a racing driver for Andretti in Formula E. Formula E has really grown in Europe massively over the years. This is my third year currently in it, and I think just as the battery technology has advanced so much, and this weekend we were racing in Portland, and we've just reached the top speed of Formula E, which is 170 miles per hour around that circuit, which is only just a few miles per hour short of what IndyCar can do. So the technology is advancing so much, the software has progressed a lot, and it's just nice to be part of a project which is evolving all the time, It never stands still. The cars and the software are so far advanced, and you really need a good team around you, a good bunch of intelligent people to produce a good result. And I've loved every minute of it. It's been difficult at times for sure, because it's not what you're used to, where you sort of grow up in like normal petrol engines, and then to move to electric is a completely different style of racing. But I've really enjoyed my whole experience with Andretti and Formula E, and long may it continue.
We are fortunate to have the U.S.'s only Formula E team in our backyard. It's an incredible achievement for Indiana, an incredible achievement for Andretti. So our partnership with Andretti allows us to put Indiana on the global scale as the innovators, the mobility game changers, and key players in the energy transition that we know we are. In the short term, the benefits of this partnership are the external engagement and the media and the excitement that comes from the alignment. I think we're able to tell Indiana's story of our deep manufacturing and innovation and motorsports histories in a really cool and new and innovative way. And so being able to do that through this partnership, it allows us to kind of hone in on those pieces of the story that might not be as familiar to the global audience. Business development-wise, we are now connecting with partners globally that are like-minded and interested in the same sorts of fields as we are as a state. So it's been really beneficial for us to be in the room with a lot of the change makers, the decision makers, the people that are pushing the boundaries, and this partnership has allowed us to do that.
Formula E in general has significant sustainability achievements. So they were actually the first sport to ever become net zero carbon from inception, which is huge. Signing up to certified science-based targets, achieving the third-party ISO 20121 certification. Formula E was also the first motorsport to achieve the 3-star FIA sustainability accreditation, which is huge for that, sustainability framework. And we, as Andretti Formula E, have actually been able to get the 3-star FIA sustainability accreditation as well, which is is absolutely incredible for us, super exciting. And with that, we were able to fast track to that 3rd star, which is like the most elite option, to, thanks to our ISO 14001 certification with our Formula E team. And we've actually been able to replicate that here in our U.S. headquarters so that we can set a proper foundation to be able to build upon that for our new headquarters coming in Fishers, and be able to just continually improve. And it's all about best practices. And the best way to look at sustainability as a whole, I would say, is just the fact that it is a long-term proposition, because there's no true finish line. It really is just continual progress, and that's what you want to strive for sure.
The possibilities are endless. I think what we have now, which is a Generation 3 car, is already so far advanced compared to anything what we see in motorsport right now. These cars can easily do 4-wheel drive. They could easily reach to 0 to 60 miles per hour in around about 1.6 seconds if they were allowed to. Right now they're restricted, but I think in the future we'll definitely see some incredibly fast cars, even to the level of Formula One, and hopefully in the future we'll see even more better technology, even more advanced batteries, which obviously then get implemented into road cars, which is obviously ultimately what Formula E are trying to achieve with sustainability. And it's just great for me to be part of such a cool project, which is always evolving.
As we're out at Formula E races, and as we're out meeting with these partners, as those projects are coming to the States, they're needing that support of Indiana small businesses in order to fulfill their supplier demands, and in order to better the smaller ecosystems in the economy that we have created here. So I think whether we're attracting small businesses through the partnership, or whether we're attracting the larger businesses that are then supported by smaller Indiana businesses, it's a win for all.
Seeing the response with the fans just firsthand is, it's amazing. I love to be able to educate new fans as well, because once they get a glimpse at it, they're usually hooked. So I love to be a part of that. But just to engage with fans on site, it's amazing to see the buzz around it, and in general for that that series, for the caliber of attendees that it has, it's really incredible, and just a wonderful drive for business for sure.
This is Business Equity and Opportunities. I'm Scott Sander. It is time for running your business day to day. Latest round of severe weather in our state serves as an ideal time to learn about the Disaster Assistance for Rural Communities Act and what it means for small businesses dealing with damage.
This is Business Equity and Opportunities, running your business day to day.
Jerry Aglipe is the administrator in the Great Lakes region for the Small Business Administration.
Well, we're really excited because as of June 5th, a law was finally implemented that President Biden signed in December called the Rural Communities Act. It is going to transform the way that we support rural communities in times of disasters by cutting the red tape and simplifying the process by which business owners, small business owners, and rural communities can get the assistance they need. And with this law is that we've lowered the threshold for the declaration in order to deploy loans to the area in rural communities. What it is was previously we had 25 structures that had to be declared in a county. We've lowered it to 1. Again, it was signed in December, but it just finally got implemented and started activating June 5th. By coming to SBA.gov and the Indiana SBA District Office, what they're doing is they're coming into an ecosystem of support. We are making strides to strengthening the ecosystem for small business owners to thrive and become more resilient. What they're coming into is a dedicated support that we are investing for strengthening the ecosystem of our partners, like the Small Business Development Centers and the Women's Business Centers, to offer them a foundational setup for their business so that they can be ready not only to operate their businesses on a daily basis, but to also set up their businesses for an infrastructure so that when a disaster occurs, they are going to be ready to also face that disaster head on and set them up for resiliency. We've transformed the Office of Disaster Assistance to the Office of Disaster Recovery and Resiliency. And today we were very fortunate to have Associate Administrator Sanchez, who is the first political appointee for that office, come and visit with Indiana Small Business Development Center and our office and many of our partners in the ecosystem this morning with a town hall forum, updating them about these changes that SBA is making not only with the Office of Disaster Recovery and Resilience, but also under this law, the Rural Communities Act. We have 92 counties in the state of Indiana. 72 of them are rural. That's 78% counties in the state of Indiana that are considered rural. Mostly, this law benefits not only the counties, but the entire state of Indiana, the populations and the communities that live there. There is a whole of government approach that we are emphasizing with the other federal agencies, but also state government and the local government, the mayors. Recently, Indiana had several counties that were declared under a disaster from the tornadoes that the governor asked a request from the president. That was accepted and was declared. In this example, in this instance, what we've seen is the SBA Indiana District Office is working hand in glove with FEMA, as well as the mayor's offices, as well as the communities and community-based organizations to get the word out and reach those business owners, as well as homeowners and renters, about the assistance that's available for them through the declaration of disasters as well. So it's a whole of government approach, but it isn't limited to government agencies. It also includes our partners, like at the Small Business Development Centers, many of which are based at nonprofit organizations that are community-based organizations. Some of them are also based in academic centers as well. Again, whole of government approach, but also it's a community-based approach to being inclusive, to rebuilding wealth from a disaster and rebuilding and creating more resiliency. There's 5 C's that I like to call about what the SBA does. Traditionally, it's capital, counseling, and contracting, but we are also very good at connecting individuals and partners to the resources that they need. We also convene. Today, as I said, we had a town hall forum with Associate Administrator Francisco Sanchez in from the Office of Disaster Recovery and Resiliency, so we also convene. We do a very good job, and I have to say, under District Director Stacy Pointer, the Indiana District Office and his entire team does an excellent job of listening, boots on the ground, as to what's happening and where we need to input our resources collectively, so we see a collective impact as well.
Certainly time for a favorite segment on business equity and opportunities, Success Story. Indianapolis-based GEMCO is a national mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and service contractor providing comprehensive design and build solutions for its customers, and it is today's Success Story.
This is Business Equity and Opportunities Success Story.
GEMCO was started in July of 2014. We are a design, build, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, building controls contractor. All of our leadership had worked in different entities in this same business through their careers, and we thought we wanted to create the best sustainable company we could for those people to provide the best use for our resources, to provide answers for our customers and also for our employees. We specialize in the heavy industrial market. We build and support Amazon's, FedEx's, Medlines, the e-commerce community that really expanded during pre-pandemic, during the pandemic, post-pandemic. We really relied on the team building process of treating people, our employees, our customers as we wanted to be treated. Lessons learned from the construction industry as a whole. It's a very intense business. It's a alpha business, and we wanted to create a culture where people could communicate, utilize our core values of initiative, decisiveness, resourcefulness, flexibility, and dependability to provide an end product for our customers, but also provide a sustainable career and future for the people that work with us currently and moving forward. We're an entrepreneurial-based management system. Within the company, we have multiple different divisions that we empower our leaders to be the CEOs of their division. We provide the backbone and the resources as a company as a whole, support them, but you're absolutely right. You have to have the right people in the right seats. They have to know what they're doing. They have to want to know what they're doing, and then have the vision to grow around them. And that's what we've done. That's not the secret sauce of GEMCO, but that's what it is. It's not a one person tells everybody what to do. It is a collaborative team effort between our national electrical group, our national mechanical group, national plumbing group. They all work together with business development to support our customers, to support the field. But you're absolutely right. It's drawing from this resource to this resource, getting a little uncomfortable with growth, which we did. We went from a very small company to a very large company in a fast growth period, which is entrepreneurial based. And it's bringing in people from different entities that weren't necessarily given the opportunity where they were previously. We provide them an opportunity to run their own company within a company, and that's how we built GEMCO. Being willing to put in the work, being willing to take that extra mile to when other people stop, you continue to go. Believing in yourself, believing in your vision, communicating to people that you want to grow around, what they provide to the company and what you can provide to them is really key for us, and they've really embraced that. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable and just believing in yourself, really. Also timing. The timing definitely plays a part in taking that leap as an entrepreneur, having a market sector, having a customer base that believes in you, and performing for them. And again, the work, you can't stop when other people stop as an entrepreneur. You have to go. Unfortunately, the best learning lessons are usually the ones where you lose and not win. But again, not make the same mistake twice. Learn from those mistakes. Communication with your customers, with your team, learn how you can get better. And then also being in a unique market sector. The e-commerce business that we grew GEMCO around, it was growing, it still is growing, just the way people's shopping habits have changed. But then the pandemic hit, and really went into warp speed of what we needed to build to support that. Now that we're post-pandemic, it hasn't changed much. It's just working through the nuances of the supply chain, the challenges of that, and the economy, and making sure that it's still stable. I continue to build the team. Building a team from 0 employees to, we peaked out 350 employees in less than 9 years. It's just building the team. We really enjoy that entrepreneurial base that we've created to put the right people in the right seats, find the leaders, let the leaders build their teams, and just provide the resources where people are getting excited about construction, get excited about what we do. That's what's exciting for me. Give back to the community. Wish TV is a great partner of ours with the Teachers Treasures, very active in supporting that movement. Habitat for Humanity also is something we're really big in. We also support American Heart Association. My brother and I, family history of cardiovascular problems, heart issues, big believers in figuring out what we can do to help that program. And just giving back. Yeah, our team is very community-oriented with participating in charity softball events, just being out there, getting the GEMCO brand and the awareness of who we are as a team, the culture of GEMCO, and how we can support the community along with the company and our customers. Success means sustainability for our team. It means providing a very, very good product for our customers. It means to be a community-oriented company who provides a very good career path for people, who provides a very good quality product for our customers, but also is very community active to support the community around us. It's surreal for us. It is. I mean, my brother and I, we come from a family of a construction background. Our father ran the company, did everything for the company, and he and I took that next step to own it, to run it, to kind of create that vision of what he wanted to do. It's surreal to be able to provide that recession-proof platform for our employees and to help the community. It's surreal, I think, with the word I would use.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunities show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at beoshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.